Hi there, Dave here with the first of several videos on maintaining the Casa Del Piloto website. So I've started a new browser window here with my favorite search engine, and then let's go over to the Casa Del Piloto site. So all I've done is I've just put in casadelpiloto.com, and it automatically takes us to a secure site. So the WordPerfect site that we use is secure, and here we are. Now notice that there's all we can do is we can select one of these menu items or look at what's on the first page. The first page is really broken up into pieces. There's the menu piece, there's this welcome thing here, and then there's and notice that both pictures are not the same. Notice that this does not say it's under construction, but this picture does. So it rotates between those two pictures. This says it. In the next video, we'll go ahead and make both pictures say the same thing and show you how to add additional pictures, change them, etc. But for this video purposes, we just want to notice that there's the menu section. There's this piece here. There's another piece down here that's got these kinds of things. Notice that these kinds of things are the same. And notice that down here there's a title here and these kinds of things. So this is going to take us to pictures, which can be changed. And then down below that there's another section where we have links to social media, Facebook, email, and WhatsApp, and where we can change that stuff. So in subsequent videos, we'll talk about how to change this stuff. And the way that we change it is from the administrative side of the website. So let's go over there and take a look at what that entails. So in order to get there, we just put in wp-admin. And that will automatically take us over to the administrative side, where we can then go ahead and enter our username and password and log in. All users who are administrators have the same privileges. We'll talk about users when we add a user in another video. So here's the dashboard. We'll talk about different elements on the dashboard. We're not going to talk about all the elements on the dashboard, but we'll talk about the ones that are used most, and then we'll talk about the ones that you probably should be careful using. So we might want to take a look at the website at the same time that we're on the administrative side. And so if we go ahead and let's say right click or just hold the mouse over, we can go to we can open the website in a new tab, and then we see the original website that we saw initially, except that look, it's got this black line, it's got this new menu line at the top. And so because we've logged in on the administrative side, we can now do things over on the normal side, the side that the rest of the world sees. And specifically what we're going to use is the live editor. It's a very powerful tool, but we'll get into that in the next video. Over on the administrative side again, the main pieces that we're going to look at are the pages. Down here we're going to look at how we add pages, how we etc. We're going to take a look at WooCommerce, which is how we deal with transactions. We'll take a look at users, and that's probably most of what we'll take a look at. And so we don't have to look at all of this stuff. Now, we'll talk about plugins, and you want to understand what a plugin is. So we'll open up the plugins page. And a plugin is a tool, a programming tool, which you can use on a page. So these are all tools which were either purchased or came with WordPress, but they do specific projects for pages. So for instance, there's a hide title. Might want to do that for a page. We also might want to, let's see, there is a tool, a standalone tool called, look, Portfolio Gallery. That's how we hook a bunch of pictures together with a title. That's that kind of a tool. We have a calendar, which is it's a Google Calendar, which we can use to, it's a free Google Calendar, which we can use to display information. So we have a Google Calendar right there. We also have a tool that we can use to duplicate pages. Where is that? Oh, and there's also the page builder tool. So there's all kinds of tools here that are plugins. So plugins are tools and special software that we have for our version of WordPress. Now, the integration of these tools is good, which means that you don't have to go to this plugin page to use the tool. There is a link or an interface at various levels. For instance, in the pages, each page has access to the appropriate plugins at the appropriate time. So if we come into pages and look at a page called Contact Us. So what we see when we select this guy, the menu bar right here, which for instance says add widget, that will allow us to add any widget that's appropriate for wherever we are in the page. We'll talk about these blue blocks and all that stuff in another video. But for instance, Live Editor has got all kinds of access to the tools that are in the plugins. So once again, I'm just trying to show you that the plugin, access to the plugins is down here, but you don't need to get access to the plugins to use them. They are available to you when you need them at the proper time. All right. In the next video, we'll take a look at these blue boxes and how to change this stuff by making the front page, the pictures on the front page look the same. Okay, take care.